everyone, I'm Marguerite. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So for this makeup tutorial, I'm just going to be showing you how to do a simple classic smoky eye. So if you are wondering how to achieve that perfect smoky eye, then this tutorial is for you. I'm going to zoom in so you can really see me applying the eyeshadows. So thank you again for watching, and I hope that you find this helpful. So I think proper tools are very important for this look. I definitely have some eyeshadow brushes that I prefer over others. There are different eyeshadow brushes that will help you achieve a different look. For instance, if you have a more fluffy, bigger fluffy one, then this is just gonna get the product on your eye in a more messy way. This won't be as precise, it will just be more messy and more blurred out. You can use a smaller compact one. This will just add more definition to your eye. This is good if you wanna add extra dimension in your outer eye or create that outer V, and that can help your eyes look bigger. But just for a more basic smoky eye, I prefer this brush. This is by IT Cosmetics. I think I got this at Ulta. It's just one of the softest brushes I've used, which really make it more enjoyable for me to use. And I like that it's not as big as this, and it's not as small and compact as this one. It's just a good medium. It's just a very good brush that helps make my experience more enjoyable. A similar brush would be this by NYX, which you can get at Target or Ulta. This is just your basic dome-shaped fluffy eyeshadow blending brush. So I'm going to be using this and only this, and I'm going to be using multiple eyeshadow colors, and you can just use the same brush. So I'm also going to be using the Tarte Pro Amazonian Clay palette, and mine looks dirty. I just got it, but unfortunately one of the colors was broken. It's hard for me to get this vertical so you can see it because unfortunately this color classic broke. I don't feel like returning it. I'm gonna actually add a little rubbing alcohol in it, chop it up more, mix it together, and it will dry good as new. So to start, first I like to prime my eyes. That is definitely the first and most important step to a smoky eye. This is the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I think priming the eyes is the most important step, just like you prime your face. It will help your eyeshadows last. It will prevent them from creasing and getting greasy. If you ever have seen eyeshadow pile up in the crease and wear away, it's just grease. You just need a primer that will help it stand the test of time. And then an extra measure that I always do is apply this MAC paint pot in the color Soft Ochre. This will just cancel out any veins on your eyelids if you have that. It kind of has a little stickiness to it, so it will just help your shadows stick and prevent them from wearing away throughout the day. A good dupe would be the NYX eyeshadow base by NYX. Now I'm gonna zoom in so that you can really see what I'm doing. This is just a good warm brown smoky eye, by the way. I'm just starting with the basics and using something that will look good on anyone. So the good trick to a good smoky eye is working down the line and using as many colors as you can. So I started with this Bear color, and I'm just gonna be working down this line, this first row. But I am going to be jumping around a little, so I'm going to work down this whole row, and then I also wanna use this brown color Edgy. Just working your way down is just going to help ombre those colors and help them look more smoky. The more you blend them, the more beautiful and smoky they will look, and it just kind of ombres the colors together. It's kind of hard to go in just with one color, but the more colors you add, it just starts smoking it out more. So I already set my right eye. Now I'm going to set this. I like setting it with just a bone cream colored powder because it, just like you set your cream foundation, it's good to set your eye primer, and the powder will just help the following powders blend out more naturally. Next I'm going to go in with this lighter tan color, Innocent. So I'm going in with this color, and this is just going to be a good color to start carving out my crease. So since I already have makeup on, I'm going to put on my fancy little shield. So I can see my crease. So the crease carves out your eyeball, if you can see. Some of you may not have a crease, so wherever you think your crease would be, this is where you're going to apply this transition shade. This is just a very light, good basic shade to start your smoky eye, and we call it our transition shade because it's gonna help you transition into darker colors. You never wanna go in with your darkest, brownest color because it's gonna take forever to blend out, and it's just gonna look streaky and patchy. So it's good to work your way up and start with a light brown tan shade and just work your way into darker, warmer colors. Trust me, it makes a big difference. But if you do not have a crease, just feel your eyeball, the end of it where you think it ends, that is your crease. You know, it's the middle part between your eyelashes and your eyebrow. So you can kind of create, this transition color is going to help create create a crease and carve out your eye if you don't have a crease. But if you do have a crease, then that helps make your job a little easier. But I always start in the middle and just first kind of apply it. I'm just going backward and forth, kind of like a rainbow. And then I'm just gonna gently go in circular outward motions and then circular inward motions. So you're just going in circular clockwise and counterclockwise motions. I think those circular clockwise and counterclockwise are the key to this look too, to really blurring out the look and smoking it out and upwards. It's just gonna help prevent harsh lines and help it look more seamless so that you don't see those lines. So once I do that for a minute, and you know, this really takes time. That's another thing, you gotta be patient and just keep blending, because the more you blend, just the more beautiful it's gonna look. So after I do that, then I wrap it around my eye. And I'm just wrapping it around in a C shape. Sometimes when I want a more dramatic look or want my eyes to look bigger, I will go in an outer V shape, and I will do that with a more dense compact brush. But that is a whole other tutorial. I am not gonna confuse you with that right now. So just wrap it around the eye. You just wanna hug the eye. So you can see that that's very light, very subtle, but it's definitely a great starter color. And I'm now gonna do the other eye. So same thing, just kind of wiggle that color on first, going in backwards, forwards, windshield wiper motions. And then once you have it on, just start blending it and buffing it upwards and outwards. And that just blurs out the color. So now I'm going to go down the line of my palette, and I'm next going to go in with this darker, warmer color Whimsy. I'm gonna go in with this, which is kind of has a reddish undertone, which I love. This is really gonna help your eyes pop. It's great for any eye color. If you have blue or green eyes, this is really gonna help enhance those colors. But even if you have brown eyes, it will look beautiful on you. If you have black or white eyes, it will look good on you too. So these colors are very pigmented. A little goes a long way, and it looks like there's a lot of fallout. So I'm gonna get my nice old eye shield. Anyways, you can see that this is a much darker color. I'm repeating the same thing as my previous colors. I'm just building up the color now, adding a little more definition, a little more color, and this is just gonna really help give you a more dramatic look and help smoke it out. So first apply the color in the center, and then just in circular and backward circular motions, start carving it out. And I bring a little into my inner eye, but not too much. Usually I really just concentrate this color in the outer part of my eye. That's just gonna help your eye look bigger. But if you want your eye to look smaller, then you can bring a lot of that color in. But if you have small eyes, try to avoid the inner area and just keep concentrating it on the outer part. And I'm wrapping it around. And usually with this color, whatever's left, I love applying on my lower lash line. I like applying all the same colors that I apply on my top to my bottom, and it will just help give you a more blurred ombre effect on your bottom eye and really help your eyes pop. I definitely used to be scared applying color under there, but this is a really good trick for that smoky look, and it will just really help enhance your eye color, and it adds just a bit of sultry and sexiness, adding this under your eye area. And it definitely won't age you or make you look like you have raccoon eyes. This isn't black, so it's very safe to do. Now I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye. I'm grabbing that color Whimsy color. So it takes me about a minute to really blend this out and get it how I want it to look. You can see that this is very pigmented, and this looks kind of messy for me, how I just put it on. I think this looks a little messier than this, so it's really good to just take a minute to blend it out, going in those circular and backward circular motions, just really blurring it out. And if you ever think you have too much, you can get a new brush that has no eyeshadow on it, no color, and just go over everything. And that will just help pick up some of the extra product and smoke it out even more. So that's a good trick if you think you got too much color. It's starting to come together. You can see that it looks pretty smoky. Now, before I go in with this color Smoked, which is the darkest color in that line, I'm gonna go in with this brownish color right here called Edgy. Lightly dipping my brush in there, and then I'm just gonna concentrate this on the outer part first, whereas before I started in the center, but this I'm just starting in the outer part of my eye, the outer corner, and I'm just going in that C shape in small circular and upward circular motions. Just keep doing that C, and then whatever's left I'll bring a little inward just to even it out, and then along the bottom. Now I'm applying a little of the Edgy to this part. Next, I'm going to apply this dark color called Smoked. It's like the darkest chocolate brown. I think it's safer, honestly, I'm just lightly dipping my brush in the color Smoked. I think it's safer to just go in with browns. It's a little softer and I think it's very sexy. It's not as harsh as black. And again, I'm just concentrating this on the outer part of my eye. Just going in that C shape. And then slowly blurring it out with tiny circular and backward circular motions. And whatever's left, I'll bring to the front of my eye. But I'm avoiding my lid. Obviously a little will naturally blend onto it, which is totally fine, but I'm not like making an effort to apply it to my lid. And then a little to this eye. So I think that looks beautiful. You can even go in with the color Whimsy and that will really help the whole look pop. I'm just lightly tapping my brush in there and then applying it in the crease just to blur it upwards a little more. And that will just really help brighten the look and help it pop a little more. You can honestly go in with any of the colors you used and keep building it up, but I think this is perfect. I think the key is just to slowly work your way down the line of colors. A lot of palettes come with colors that they recommend that you use in the line, so you could do that for any of these. If you wanted a purple smoky eye, I would just go down the line. If you wanted a pink smoky eye, I would go down the line. And if you wanted your classic black smoky eye, I'd go down the line. And these are the colors that you can apply on your lid. So I can even show you what that would look like, but this is the powder, which I think looks so pretty. Now I'm going to apply just the color they recommend for these. I'm gonna apply the color Ethereal. So you wanna take a flat synthetic brush. Here's just a cheap flat brush that I have, but you can see that it's flat. And I'm going to dip it in. So first I'm applying 2 layers. If you want it to stand out even more, you can dip your brush in it and then spray it with either the MAC Fix Plus, or I love using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. So spray it after you already dipped it into the palette and then press that onto your eyelid and it will give it more of a foil magnetic look. Isn't that beautiful? You can even apply it to your lower lash line to even that out. No, same thing on the other eye. I just did 3 coats. I think that's perfect. So I'm starting from the inner part of my eye and just stopping where the crease meets because I don't want to go over all this powder. So I'm just bringing it up to where the crease meets and stopping about 1/3 of the way because I don't want to cover up all the powder that I just did. Beautiful. Go in with your original brush and just lightly in circular motions go over everything to make sure there's no lines and just make sure it like naturally blends in together. So now I'm done with the Tarte palette. Now if you want to kick it up a notch, you can apply these beautiful things. So these are STILA Magnificent Metals Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow. This is in the color Molten Midnight and this is in the color Gold Goddess. So I think I'm going to apply the gold since I don't want black. I'm going directly with this and applying just a little of this to the center. And then I'm gonna spread it out with my flat synthetic brush, which will bring it to the inner part of the eye. And again, I'm not bringing it into the crease. I'm stopping where my crease meets. That is beautiful. Wow. These are very liquidy, very wet. These are very pigmented. Oh, these are beautiful. This is a beautiful way to get glitter onto your eye without worrying about it falling onto your face. It's not going to fall out. It's not loose glitter, so it doesn't look like it's going to fall out. I took my smoky eye up a notch, as you can see. I applied these STILA Magnificent Metal Liquid Eyeshadows. These are so beautiful. So that's definitely a way you can take your smoky eye up a notch, but if you wanted to keep it matte, if you don't like glitter, then you can just apply anything to your eyelid. You could apply just a basic cream. So any of these like cream colors you could apply to your eye, or any of these. All that fell out. All that I was trying to avoid just fell out. So, or you could apply any of these to your lid to complete your smoky eye and just tie it in. So now to complete your smoky eye, you want a little eyeliner, or you know, maybe you don't want eyeliner, you can just apply some mascara and be good to go. You can apply false lashes if you want and be good to go. So I am going to apply a little liquid liner. A liner that I really like is the Urban Decay Perversion Waterproof Fine Point Eye Pen. I'm just trying to stay as close to my lash line as I can, just to add some drama to the lash line. All right, now same thing on the other eye. Wish me luck. I have the white and then the mint from the Tarte clay pot, so I'm going to show you how I use these. I'm going to use a mint in the waterline, maybe even use the white to kind of outline my liner. First, I'm going to take an angled eyeliner brush, dip it in the white. This is super creamy, and just subtly apply a line right there. This is going to help sharpen up my eyeliner too. I kind of messed up on this side, so I'm hoping it will help fix that. Show you, I'm going to use the mint on my waterline, which is just a very fun color to help blue and green eyes pop. Even if you have brown eyes, this would be beautiful on you. I think it's so fun to apply a color on your waterline. You almost miss it, but when you do see it, it's like, whoa girl, that's fun. That's fun. But if you are afraid of color, white would be a great option for your waterline because it will just help your eyes look bigger. If you have tired red eyes, this will help the whites of your eyeballs to look whiter. So I just dipped this into the clay pot. It's very creamy, so I tapped off a little excess on my hand. I know that might look a little intense, but I still have to apply a little mascara, which will help tone it down even more. I'm even going to apply a little black eyeliner just to the outer part and blend that in. So just a little black eyeliner right there. Just blend it out with a more dense brush. Now I'm going to apply a little mascara. All right, everyone, that completes my smoky eye makeup tutorial. And obviously I took it up, so I showed you how to take it up a couple notches. So let me show you. This is a close up so you can see it all. I hope I was able to teach you just how to do the basic first step of a smoky eye. And of course, you can spread your wings and fly from there and take it wherever you want to go. You can definitely add glitter. You can just keep it a matte look and just add some mascara, and that is that. But reason I love eye makeup and smoky eyes is because it can go in whatever direction you want it to go. So I really appreciate you guys watching this video, and let me know if you found it helpful. And if you liked it, I would love to do other smoky eye videos for you. If you want to see a black smoky eye, a green smoky eye, a red smoky eye, just let me know. Again, I'm Marguerite. Thank you for watching, and I hope that you guys have a great day. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.